Loretta is a widow of almost 40 years old who works as an accountant and lives in Brooklyn. Her life seems quiet and ordinary. She lost her husband long ago and has resigned herself to the loneliness of staying with her Italian-American family. At the beginning of the story, Loretta agrees to marry Johnny, her longtime buddy, a man who seems to be quite a match for her. He is a reserved man. Although their relationship lacks passion, Loretta believes that it does not matter, because she is a grown woman and no longer believes in crazy love. Her pragmatic outlook on life was formed after the death of her first husband, and she is sure that their union with Johnny will be calm and stable. Johnny proposes to Loretta at an Italian restaurant. He gives her a ring, but does it without much emotion, as if it were just a formality. Loretta takes this as a sign that their relationship is normal, because she feels that excessive passion always leads to trouble. However, Johnny informs her that he has to go to Italy to visit his dying mother and asks Loretta to settle the matter with his younger brother Ronnie, with whom he has a strained relationship. Loretta agrees, believing it is part of her new role as his fiancée. Loretta sets out to meet Ronnie, who works as a baker. When she arrives at the bakery, she finds that Ronnie is not at all what she expected. He is a gloomy, sullen, and depressed man with a heavy emotional load. Ronnie acts abrupt and angry. He blames his brother for ruining his life. The fact is that a few years ago, due to Johnny's careless act, Ronnie lost his arm in an industrial accident. Since then his life has changed. He not only lost his physical fullness, but also ruined his relationship with the girl he loved. Ronnie now lives alone, shutting himself off from the world and angry at his brother for everything that has happened to him. A tense conversation ensues between Loretta and Ronnie. Loretta tries to understand his feelings, but Ronnie continues to blame Johnny and the world for his misfortunes. He takes her to his apartment above the bakery, and during an emotional outburst, Ronnie unexpectedly captures Loretta with his passion. A sudden and intense connection develops between them that ends with them spending the night together. Loretta, who has always been reserved and confident in her ability to control her emotions, finds herself in a situation where feelings and passion override reason. The next morning, Loretta realizes that what she has done goes against her moral convictions and the promise she made to Johnny. She wants to leave, but Ronnie tells her that he has fallen in love with her. He convinces her that what happened was inevitable, that their feelings are real and strong, unlike her cold and passionless relationship with Johnny. Loretta is confused. She can't figure out what to do. On the one hand, she feels a strong attraction to Ronnie, but on the other hand, her duty to Johnny and her own guilt keep her from making a decision. Meanwhile, Loretta returns home to her family where new challenges await her. Her father Cosmo is a man of hard character and has a mistress, which his wife Roz suspects. Roz is a wise and caring woman who senses that her husband is drifting away from her, though she tries not to show her pain. She wonders why men cheat on women, and one evening openly asks Cosmo why he does it. Cosmo doesn't give her a straight answer, only waves her off, which further emphasizes the gap between them. Loretta decides to spend the evening at the opera, where Ronnie has invited her. Despite her inner doubts, she goes there dressed in a luxurious evening gown and with a new hairstyle, which symbolizes her inner transformation and readiness to accept her passion. The opera becomes an important moment in their relationship, as the art, passion, and drama on stage reflect what is happening in Loretta and Ronnie's lives. They find themselves together again, and Loretta feels their bond growing stronger. However, she is still unable to make a decision and is afraid of the consequences. The situation is complicated by the fact that Johnny returns from Italy earlier than expected. He returns with news that his mother has made a miraculous recovery and he now intends to marry Loretta as soon as possible. Loretta finds herself trapped between her commitment to Johnny and her new feelings for Ronnie. At this point, the climax comes when all the characters gather around the same table at the Castorini family home. Over breakfast, Johnny makes Loretta a formal proposal to marry him. Loretta is full of contradictory feelings and doesn't know how to answer. But before she can say anything, Ronnie intervenes and confesses that he loves Loretta. Johnny finds himself in a difficult situation. He doesn't know how to react to this. In the end, Johnny decides that he can't marry Loretta because his mother is against it. He breaks off the engagement, which gives Loretta the freedom to be with Ronnie. The final scene symbolizes the restoration of family ties and the acceptance of a love that defies logic or tradition. Cosmo admits his fault to his wife and they rebuild their relationship, showing that love can overcome any difficulty if there is a willingness to understand each other. Loretta finally accepts her love for Ronnie, realizing that she deserves to be happy, even if it goes against her former beliefs. Loretta and Ronnie come together, the family coming back together despite their mistakes and worries.